Okay, welcome to Jerome Bee Farm. This is the northwest corner of our property, and we have Vitex bushes planted along here, those little red flags or pink flags. Those bloom in the heat of the summer and the bees really like them. So what I'm going to do now is do a quick walk through this west side, this new camera. It doesn't hardly jiggle at all. It's pretty neat. I ordered a auxiliary mic for it too. Should be in this week. So we'll go ahead and walk down this trail and show you how much we got done. So whenever I cut off limbs, I kind of throw them there on the side of the trail. Kind of helps define it. So this is a fairly steep downhill path right here. So I've shown you before, there's the high path that's right there, and the low path is the creek bottom. So we'll go up the creek bottom and circle, and then come back down the high path. So here's the honeysuckle forest again. It's pretty neat, especially in the summertime. Looks like a rainforest in here. Right there you can see that bridge. That's my neighbor's bridge that goes into his property. So this is the boundary right here. So we'll circle on around this way and head up the creek. So right here is the high road path going up that way. So we'll come back down that way. Here's the bridge that Hayden and I worked on last week, or ramp, whatever you want to call it. This tree here fell down probably 7 or 8 years ago. You see there, I had to cut that out. So I want to video this again in the summertime, because it's a world of difference. You can't see near as far into the woods because it's just all overgrown. So when it rains, a heavy rain, there'll be water flowing down through here. Big logs here. Fortunately, that wood there cuts pretty easy. It's been there a while. There's some more of that Chinese privet. It stays green all winter. So here's a little side path that goes up to the top. If you wanted to switch right there, you could. There's my east side property line right there, that fence post. That's a neat oak tree there. It's a big one. I don't know what that is. So here's as far as I got. So it kind of goes up that way a little way. So basically that's what I had to work with. That kind of overgrowth all up to the way to here. But here's where I need to finish clearing this out to get out of here. And this is where the two paths meet, right in here. So we're going up this way. My grandkids are coming tomorrow, so they're going to have a hoot with all this. I put these little flags in here, or markers, so I know about where I wanted to clear it and cut it out. Here's a big bust off from the ice. There's another one right there, same tree. I don't know what kind of tree those are. They have smooth bark, except for these little bumps every now and then. It's not a hardwood, doesn't seem hard anyway. You can see a big old limbs break off. That's from ice storm. And then we're almost to the road, so we work our way up the hill. Right here's where I'm going to grab all the leaves, take over the compost area. This is just deep. And that's it. So I'll go back down where the trails met and go back the other direction on the high road, headed north. Okay, I walked back down the trail. You can see right down the creek there. So that's where we came out of before we headed up the hill. So I'm going to take the high path now, which is right here. Hayden helped me cut it down to this point right here. So this was virtually impassable. There's so many briars and we just cleared it out. So this spring we're going to have to stay after this because it'll start growing back pretty fast. That there is a grapevine. Show you how big that is. You ever seen a grapevine that big? Goes up that tree with all those briars. It's crazy. Went ahead and left it. It's kind of neat. There's some others that are bigger than that one. That one right down there. That's about a third again, bigger vine than that one I just showed you. Going up that tree. Huge grapevines. Okay, let's finish this off. Got my shadow in there. A little bit of snow on the ground still in a few places. This part of an old, I think a swimming pool that's been here ever since we bought this place. We've had it probably, I'm guessing 15 years. I don't know how long, quite a while. We just never have picked that up. There's another big old grapevine. looping around going somewhere. There it goes. Up that way. This used to be all full of poison ivy down in here too. We've worked on that through the years and finally got 99% of it killed. Swinging around. So you can see the creek bottom down in there. That's where we just walked before. See the path down in there. So you can kind of walk up this way and look down on that. There's a big old privet right there. That thing's been here a long time. Just trim it back every now and then. It's another grapevine. It's not quite as big. Hid up in the trees. You can see how this had briar canopy all in it. So most of that briar's been cut off now. We cut all that off at the ground. So when it sprouts back up, I'll keep chopping it off and spraying it. Eventually get it killed. That's our plan anyway. Up this way. There's the bottom. And we're going to go right up through here. Look at all that briar. A lot of honeysuckle right in here too. I went all through there and chopped all the briars out. But they're not dead. It's kind of cool to have this right in your backyard. Anytime we want, we just go for a walk down in the woods. So here's a big tree snapped off from the ice, and looks like that was an elm. So that's the one that goes down there by the bridge, and I left that. So the little bridge is right there. So that's the tree we left. The one I cut off, it's still attached up here, but I cut it off right there so the trail can go by it. So there's really kind of two trails going up the high side here. Right here to kind of go around the bridge, or the one we just came down right there. So if you don't want to go on the bridge, you can go around it right there. That bridge probably won't last very long anyway. Made out of those old dead logs. All right, so here's where we went down into the bottom to start the video, right there. So right here's up the hill where we came in at the beginning. So I'm going to end this video here because it's probably kind of long. Want to keep them interesting. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and please like and subscribe my channel. We're over 250 subscribers now. I will see you on the next video.